Hey y'all, welcome to Vibrant Vibes. It's live. Hey, let y'all know it's a good reel. Sit down and watch and just chill. It's Vibrant Vibes.
Hey everyone, welcome to Vibrant Vibes. This is season 2, episode 5, and here with us is Victoria.
Hello. And Victoria is my hair girl. Been my hair girl for now how many years?
3 or 4.
Wow. Been a long time. Probably been a minute.
I remember you posted her when she was still pregnant. So if it's 2, then it's probably been about
basically 3. Oh wow. That's crazy. Loyalty.
Right. Because you've been here for a while.
Yes.
Okay, so I got some questions. Okay, so do you do hair on the side? Do you have it as like a business? Do you like do it at a salon?
So I'm at a barbershop.
Okay.
Men.
Ooh.
But
it's very interesting.
It is. So being in a barbershop full of men, you get women that come in to get their hair done.
Okay.
And then you got the hounds, the men that watch the women come from the door to the chair, from the chair to the door. And it's just like, a lot of the women get insecure coming in there because you come in there and your hair's not done, and then now you got these men watching you do the catwalk from the door to the chair.
And they watch you get your hair done.
Yes, they stare and they be like, "Oh, you look good," and then they'll offer you a drink. If you want a drink, like, leave my right.
You don't pay for my hair
because they gave me shots and shit before. Oh my god! I remember I was about to go to Vegas one day. I was about to go to Vegas and turn my hair. They're like, "You want some drink?" I'm like, "Fuck it, sure." And I literally had a shot of tequila.
And I'm standing there doing her hair, having shots, and then by that time, like, I wouldn't just have shots with anybody doing their hair, but it was the fact that I've been doing her hair for a while. I'm like, it's your birthday, let's tie it up, and then I'm like, let's not have no more shots. But yeah, so I'm in the barbershop. It's a side hustle. I would, at a point in time, I did want it to be my main hustle, but it wasn't fast enough. Like, building your own business, it kind of could get...
It takes time.
Yeah, it takes time. And it could get discouraging because if you see people on Instagram and they're talking about how they're getting this much amount of money a day, and then you realize you only get that probably a week,
It'll make you feel the type of way.
So having a main job and then having that on the side, I still like it as a side hustle because I enjoy doing hair. Something that's
it's
fun
like
for
a hobby
me.
too.
Yeah, it's a hobby. It's like I don't want it to start to feel like a chore.
And it's always something too. It's a good skill that you learn to have. Just like you said, it's like a side hustle. So on the side, say this doesn't work out. Okay, now I can pick this up again. Like I know someone, our friend Precious. She does nails, and that's kind of what she was doing. Like slow down a little bit, focus on school, and now she's picking it back up again. It's like when you always have that skill.
Because she's going to law school.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, she doesn't
work.
Right.
Wow, school.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So basic question. So you work at a barbershop. What kind of like hair? Like what do you do exactly?
Gonna lay some wigs. Okay, that's my favorite. Laying some wigs. Put sew-ins, quick weaves, a little color here and there, but not a big fan of color for more melanin people because they don't take care of their hair like I think they should, and it breaks and it's a lot of maintenance. So I'm promoting hair growth, not hair breakage. So yeah, and then even like not even just melanin people, just people who aren't on a 2-week basis, and I know that they're not a 2-week basis kind of person. I don't recommend they get.
You have to wait 2 weeks, like you're coming
like
for
maintenance, not even just color, just like proper maintenance of your hair, proper cleaning, proper conditioning. Like some people don't know how to condition their hair the right way. They just think they can throw a conditioner in their hair and leave it in for 30 minutes, and that means I'm conditioned.
So what's the right way? So I can learn. So, we get. You understand?
I say, listen. So I would say the right way is first of all finding what products work for you, because not everything works for everybody. Because it works for you, it might not work for me. It definitely probably might work for you, right? Or it might work for all 3 of us. You never know. So finding what works for your hair and making sure you work in sections. People move too fast. You got to sit there. You got to detangle. You got to comb your hair, and making sure you sit for the right amount of time, because some bottles will tell you no longer than 20, no longer than 15 minutes. You got to sit there, and usually a heated dryer, like one that just goes around the head, that don't get too hot, and it just sits there and it warms up. What?
I just thought about this in my friend. Our friend.
Yeah.
She sent me a Snapchat one time. It's kind of what she just said, but I don't know what it's called.
Oh, the hair dryer?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's
never seen that before.
Is it actually called like a hair dryer, or like is it called some like it was like her own like she had like
it looks like a bag.
Yeah,
it's a dryer. Yeah, so but like you could put a plastic on your head before you put that on, because that'll dry it out. But if you have the plastic on there, it's like a steam.
Work with my hair?
Yeah.
How long will that take for my hair?
It's probably way quicker. It'll probably be quicker.
It's not about dry. You don't want it to dry. That's what I'm saying. But it's not for dry. You don't want to dry it. That's what I'm saying. So that's what a lot of people do. They let the conditioner dry in their hair. The point of having a separate like baggie on your head is to lock in the moisture. Lock in like a steaming kind of thing where it's trapping the moisture and let your hair do that. So then when you take the dryer off of your hair, you rinse it out.
Ooh, I could.
And it makes it a lot softer. Some people may beg to differ. Make people say, like, that is not how you condition your hair. But it's a lot of treatments that go into it. But a lot of it,
I think and then she's talking about the dryer thing, and it's like it's like a cap, and then it's connected to the dryer.
Is that what that? That's what that was.
You can use those.
Yeah, she did it when she had braids too. So that's when Shelby.
How long do braids take to dry?
Braids take to dry.
They're very damp.
Yeah, I feel like it's the density of the hair, because some people's hair can dry within an hour if they sit there and take the time. I feel like their hair is still wet. So braids, they can really stay.
Well, because I mean, honestly, I look at it even like with my hair. Like, say I fall asleep at night, and my hair. Sometimes, honestly, the braids, they'll still be if I like take them apart and stuff. It'll be crimpy, but like my hair will still be like damp in some places.
That's where those dryers come in handy, though. Having the dryer on your head, that's when you want it to dry, because that's when you're trying to set it. But when you're conditioning your hair, the purpose is
we're putting pieces
moisture. Like, there you go.
Okay, she gonna get you right.
I'm learning. Okay, you're talking about conditioning here. What? Just so people watching too, and I want to learn. What is there a certain kind of like conditioner that's good for your hair, or do you recommend certain kind for people watching?
Because I'm not so fake free is what I go for the most. Another word I'm thinking of, but it starts with a P.
Hair. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that free
got
too.
Got it.
And I'm pretty sure they might put the pieces together, but
they probably watching like, we know.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
Something like that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like, but like I said, I'm not. That's not what I specialize in, like washing and conditioning hair. But like tea tree, like peppermint oils and stuff like that is really good. Like rosemary, peppermint oil, like going more herbal than chemical based. Like would they something that they make up for you? Like honestly, eggs, mayonnaise, and honey can help your hair shiny. Like stuff like that. Like without putting extra chemicals in your hair. I really don't like chemicals because that's your head. You absorb everything from your head. So. But not only just conditioning properly, what you eat makes a difference in your hair.
What would you recommend? Like,
people hate it, but onions, and apples. Yeah,
I eat hella onions.
What is that? Onions. Just like promotes like hair growth, like just the vitamins your hair needs just to like be healthier.
It helps it grow and it helps the shininess. Onions. I wondered why too, but it was I was following like different cultures and how they take care of their hair. In the African culture, a lot that they use onion extract. Yeah, they use that. And it stinks when you put it in your hair, but it really helps.
You'd be surprised about like you said, like onions, apples, what you eat, stuff like No, I'm gonna bring this up, but like, kids. But they say like put mayonnaise in your hair, like kids get lice. Mayonnaise, it will help take all the lice and like kill them and shit.
Really?
Yep.
That's new. I didn't know that.
Right, me either.
Yes, mayonnaise on lice. Yep. I've seen some very bad lice, and it looks so painful. Like it just looks like.
You'll see that's.
Just
like give me like the term
heebie-jeebies.
Yes, heebie-jeebies. Like I literally get that. Eat bugs. Oof.
At that point, they should just shave the head because it's too bad. Like
Honestly,
I've seen some.
I know you get really bad.
What was I gonna ask you? Prices wise, like on average, I don't know. Let's just say like braids, or I guess like depends on length.
Depends on length and if you are certified. If you have a license, which I don't think Michigan requires you to have a braiding license because you're not.
That means that you can just start out on the side. So that's what I was kind of doing lashes. Like I believe in the state of Michigan, like I was actually certified. Actually, I'm gonna go back on that one. I don't think in the state of Michigan, or at the time when I learned to do lashes, you have to be certified to do it on the side. But
it's better to cover yourself with certification because people get mad or people have allergic reactions. Like stuff happens, like where you'll be accountable. But if you got that license, and you're covered. You're covered.
Yeah, it's scary though. I mean, I stopped just because like COVID and all that stuff, and like having stuff. So bring that into the household made me a little nervous. But I remember like that some would be so careful. It's like glue and like just
chemical burns, stuff like that. Because some people,
it was a lot of bad lash experiences. But a lot of people, and that scares people. It's so bad because it looks like it burns their eyes literally.
Or the people that open their eyes and they're like bloodshot red, like
oh my god!
Like
when they show lash videos like that, I'm like,
you know what's crazy is like from what I remember, like even like she would always do them with me. I don't remember ever having really that experience.
Where the eyes are red?
Yeah, like no one I ever had, no girls. It's like I never had that.
It can be a little bit, but not to the point where it's bloodshot.
You know what it is,
and that's what I usually see.
It's from the fumes from the glue. Yeah, but that's where, and what that means is that when you do like the when you do lashes, you have to tape the underneath of the bottom lashes, and then you do the top, and you have to like lift them with like tape and shit. So if you don't tape the bottom enough, then it's like your eye. I don't know. It's just
like dripping.
Yep,
that you seeping through. Yeah, it's a lot. So that's supposed to be there to help collect what may drip if they put those.
It just protects too. Also, I remember just from like getting your lashes so they don't glue together.
Okay.
Shout out to our friend Ryan. The first time she was like the first person, the first time you like say hair.
Oh, so her eyes are stuck closed.
She was there for a couple hours too.
Yes, like lashes take a minute. Like you can ask a lot of girls, and like when you learn, especially your first time, I think for me it was 4 hours. I was like, girl,
she just laying
4 hours, and it was ghetto. Like we literally just had her on the floor in my apartment on like a blanket and pillow, but she did it.
Hey, it's very support. I'm not gonna lie. I tried it. Tried my hand at lash extensions. I stuck with my clusters.
What do you got on right now?
Clusters.
You do them yourself? Wow.
And they look really
good. I honestly, when you walked in, they looked like lash extensions.
That's
because I used to do them, so I can pick out like these are just strips.
Those are so convenient, but honestly, my corners.
Oh yeah, I get it. Man, I want to learn how to do individuals because I want more of that natural look.
I like it. I like it so much better, and then you can go to sleep, wake up, and it's still there. With strips, I feel like 2 days max, but really it's an everyday thing because I like to peel them off and rub my eyes.
Right.
With these, you kind of there's too many of them.
Do they ever get itchy, or like how long do they last for you?
For me, I have allergies, so I would say about 4 days, like 3 to 4 days. Like
they look really natural.
Yeah, like when I do other people's, they'll last like 2 weeks, and really I tell them after 2 weeks to take them off because they're individuals. They're not extensions, so you can't clean them like you would do like the individuals.
Right,
so
right.
I tell them like take them off. Let's get a new set. They're only $30.
I was about to say how much. That's cool. Yeah. That's nice. You ain't gotta say that. You work at a barbershop like along like the Metro Detroit?
Downriver.
Okay, nice. Yeah. You guys get like a lot of clients. You talking about like Wyandotte and all that?
No more in Romulus area.
Okay. Yeah. You guys get a lot of clientele and stuff.
So we don't really take too many walk-ins. It's really people. They have a lot of clientele.
They have to know about it, or you guys like take reservations.
Yeah, like you know, it's not that people come in, we turn them away. They have to take a business card and set up an appointment. But like ever since the pandemic, we pretty much stayed appointment based because it's nice to not have too much commotion going on in the shop at one time.
A lot of businesses I know, which honestly I don't blame them because also too it's like you get shows and this and that, and it's just like. Oh, what was the first one you talked about? Flat styles. What'd you say the first one?
Weighing a wig.
Oh. How do you? I don't know. How do you lay a wig?
Well, we got to get our flat foundation, braiding it down, making sure thicker hair gets smaller braids, and even thinner hair. You still don't want to give them quick weave braids. You got to braid it down real neat, nice and neat. So your foundation, plucking the wig, bleaching the knots. And when I say the knots, the hairs that look like they're coming out the scalp, they need to be bleached and toned so that they can give more of a scalp effect instead of just black knots at the front of your head.
And the thing I love about Tori the most, she's such a perfectionist. So I'll be feeling her. She's like in my face, like with the
like you know, like
perfect. And I'm just like, yes, Tori.
Look, I've been in people's face like, close your eyes, let me finish. Right? You're then they're staring at you like, okay, what now? Like, stop looking at me, let me finish.
But then I get so excited when I'm done. I'm like, ooh.
Yes. Now she gets hyped when she get out the chair.
Hell yeah, I do. I'll be ready for my video. Like, let's do it.
How long does it usually take to do
that? It depends on the wig, honestly. Like, she'll give it to me when I say this. So some wigs come with better quality than the next. You got to sit there and doctor and I don't doctor wigs just so that they look good when a person gets out the chair. I want them to go home and they don't have to do anything. Fine, you like it, it's good, but I tell people I can look at a wig and tell somebody how long it's gonna last, and I'll be like, that's gonna last you probably like 5 days. Lace is too thick. It's not. It's gonna start to separate.
Okay, question just popped in my head. Talking about wigs and stuff. Where do you or Kyla too, for people who want to recommend to get? I don't know, just recommendations for wigs.
Are we gonna tell her?
No, we can't tell the world that one because they might go up on the price.
Yeah, we don't got time for that. I'm sorry.
We gotta gatekeep on that.
Well, we'll tell you after. But Amazon does have good ones, but I send them to Tori to verify before I buy anything.
I'm the review bandit.
Yes,
I will go through those reviews, and I don't care what somebody say. Post a picture. The picture tells me everything I need to know.
I always, whenever I look for reviews, I always look for pictures.
I don't care what people say. They're like, "This wig is horrible." You look at it. Oh, you just didn't know how to put it on, honey.
Yeah,
that was a great wig. And then sometimes somebody will be like, "This is a great wig, but baby, your eyebrows and your wig is clashing." They put it all the way down here. Wigs don't go on your eyebrows. Wigs don't go on your eyebrows.
You talking about with the lace?
Yes. They pull it all the way down to hide the. I don't know if it's hiding the forehead or what, but a lot of people they need to pull it back. It's too far forward.
So the people, when you do their hair, do they have to bring their own stuff, or do you guys have like where they can purchase, or like how does that work?
The only thing I recommend people bring when coming to me is makeup. That's it. Just come with your wig and makeup. Everything else I got. I got caps. I know what I like to use.
Yeah.
I got my glue, what I absolutely like to use.
That's the best glue in my life.
I like everything that I use. I just want people to come with, if they have makeup, what they would prefer. I would love to see what you have. And I might mix it with something that I have, but if we're closer to your color the way I would like for it to be, because I don't have every color. I'm going to be honest, I don't have every color. And sometimes I'll get a client of a shade that I don't normally have. So to just have that color on deck is probably not going to happen. So I would rather them come with their color. But that doesn't mean I won't go buy the color to accommodate them. But sometimes, depending on what time they come, we might not even be able to find the store to get a color. So,
Okay.
But these are things I do tell them prior to the appointment. So if we need to go get makeup, I need you to come a little bit early so we can.
Why do you recommend?
I was just about to tell you. So with how do you explain that part? Where the makeup goes.
Okay, so the makeup, once you put the cap on, the makeup goes on everything that will be seen if I part your hair. So if you got a ear to ear wig,
is this to like obviously blend and everything?
Mm-hmm. So when you part it, it looks like a scalp instead of you parting it and it looks like a wig. I know you've seen somebody like, oh, that's a wig, that's a wig, and then you've seen somebody like, oh, like that could be her hair. But me, I can always tell when it's a wig because I do hair. So I can look at something like that's a wig, but that is a great wig. If I didn't do hair, I wouldn't think that was a wig. Wherever she got that wig, I want that wig.
Okay. Then we ask.
But yeah, so like if it's an ear to ear, everywhere that you could possibly part, you just put makeup on it. Even if you won't part over here, I put makeup on the whole front of the head because you never know.
Okay.
I know I'm trying to think. Do you? I don't know. Unless I'm just overlooked. Do you do black and white people hair too?
Actually, craziest thing happened to me. I had a white girl that wanted a quick weave because she cut all her hair off and she wanted a closure. Okay. Now, a day before I was about to do her hair, I was helping somebody move. So bad that like half of my nail was hanging off.
Oh,
and I didn't want to cancel on her because I did not want to disappoint her. So I'm doing hair with this thumb up. Like I don't even know. I look like I was throwing up gang signs to braid her hair. It was real bad. So I still did her hair. I wasn't very proud of the outcome. But at the end of the day, I will. Actually, I have Vietnamese people here. I do too. I color their hair for them. So I'm very diverse with people, and I work with pretty much anybody who's willing to let me work with them. Honestly. Yes, whenever you're ready.
Whatever you want to do.
I do tape ins. I just did another set of tape ins on somebody, and she loved them. I do tape ins.
Okay, I'm just curious. How much you charge for tape ins?
So it depends on how much hair somebody wants to cover. Like if we want to do a whole head, I'll usually charge around because it doesn't take long to do.
Do you provide tape ins? Oh, you have to bring your own.
Yeah, so that's why it's not so expensive. I'm just putting it in there, but
was it the ones that we like?
Actually, the beauty supply had some that were better. No, we got some.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It was a different brand, but it was still good. Like honestly, the beauty supply tape ins aren't bad. Like don't get me wrong, they're cheaper online, but if you want quality,
they have tape ins. Which one?
I bought some.
Where at?
That's the one in Westland, across from the mall.
That wig place by the
where Staples used to be.
You talking about by the gym, Planet Fitness?
No, it's by Henry for Optimize. That beauty supply.
You know the Sonic?
Yes, you go to Sonic all the time. So right
how
there.
How much they charge for like tape ins? Like I would wear tape ins. How much they charge for tape ins?
Like you pay like $100.
$100.
I mean,
and it was a lot of them.
It was a lot in one pack, but
and
if you wanted to do your whole head, I would suggest getting like 2 of them. But okay, this one thing I'm not gonna gatekeep. Shein and Amazon, they have a good thing.
Shein does? How much does Shein charge for them? Your face, you're like. It's just what I've been paying. Dang. I mean, but you know what though? It's honestly Amazon. Like when I do get them from Amazon, you can pay. I mean, you can pay up. I mean, depending on the brand, you can pay up to $100. It just depends. But like I pay anywhere from honestly, that ain't bad.
That's not bad, no.
And then I get help with my teeth. I was just curious because I didn't know what you do. Which is actually now I know, which is cool.
Yeah, I actually enjoy doing that and offering that service because I know a lot of women they like to still have their natural look, just with some enhancers.
How long would that like a week or two for them to come in from?
Honestly, it depends on when you order them.
Yeah.
Sometimes stuff comes way quicker than 2 weeks for Shein.
Sometimes, yes, because they have a quick ship. Some of their items, like if you go in there and you look at the green quick ship in the corner, you'll see more stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you ever noticed that in the corner that they have.
I'm thinking about it now.
They have the quick ship and you can click that. Yeah, you just gotta hope you got your color, but color. So that's a little bit where it gets tricky.
That's pretty cool. Thank you. You work there? Like I know you say you kind of part-time thing, or do you work kind of like full-time?
It's really appointment based. Like honestly, I would go a whole month without even going in the shop. So
do they? Is it kind of like you go when you want, or do they call you when?
I go when I want. I make my appointments when it's convenient for me because being in school and still having a main job, you gotta fit people in where they fit in, and then you gotta have your mental health days because you have to worry about yourself.
Yes,
in the midst of doing everything else. So,
and she pulls up on people too and does hair.
Yes, I do house calls for people who aren't.
AKA me.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
It's usually when we build a relationship. Like at first, I would do house calls for people who were just new because I needed money. But I got to the point where I'm like, that's probably gonna maybe I should get to know these people a little bit before I'm just So
okay, that's pretty cool. I learned a lot.
Is it hard balancing school with being at the shop at the same time too? Or
yes, because let's say I've had 2 exams, 3 quizzes, homework assignments. I might forget about somebody's hair appointment, and I might go home like I'm about to take a nap before I go to work, and then I get in my house and they're like, "Hey, I'm at the shop. Where are you?" Luckily, I live 7 minutes from the shop, so I'm running. I'm like, "Okay. I'm sorry, I'm on my way. My teacher let me out late." And sometimes I honestly do get caught at school, but a lot of times I forget. Like I text you, like, please remind me.
I know I was on it
because it's like so much on your plate. You will start to forget stuff. So the balancing, I can say that I want to be fake and act like I've been doing good at it. But as far as going to work and going to school, like the main job, because that's a set schedule. That's always that way. But a hair appointment that I fit in the last minute is bound to get to that.
How's nursing school?
Truth, or you want me to not scare people?
I mean, I'd rather you tell the truth so people can know.
Honestly, nursing school is not as hard as they make it seem. Like, I don't want to. Let me not say it like that because different strokes are different folks.
Yes.
What may not be hard for me may be hard for you, and vice versa.
Right.
So, I was expecting it to be more difficult for me because I do have ADHD very bad, where I completely just disengage and I'm over it. But I've been locked in the whole time. Like, good. Even with lecture, like if the teacher lectures, I take notes, and usually they'll be lecturing. I'm like, that's me. I haven't had spaghetti in a while, but no, like it's actually not that bad. Like even with studying, when you want something bad enough, it's amazing how easy it kind of comes. But right. Nursing school isn't as bad as they make it seem. It's hard for people who are there for the money and not the career. So
I think you're there more for the career.
I'm absolutely
money, but you're there for the career, so it's
and honestly, certain places you go, you may not make as much as you would hope. But I plan on going right back to school. I'm gonna keep going so I can get to the highest levels. But I want to be an advocate for women. A lot of women lose their lives, like the maternity death rate for Black women or just interracial women, period, is very high. And I just want to advocate for those women. And then even with
can I ask? Is there like a actual like?
Can I say what I feel?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not a fact, but I just feel like sometimes Black women, or even women in general, we kind of get overlooked when that's happening, and they don't believe that we're in this much pain or this is happening. Like, help me, but they're like, you're fine. It's not that bad.
You're exactly right. It's actually a documentary about it. Where facts can be proven behind that, so people won't feel like it's one of those racial debates where you want to attack a race, because it's never that.
No,
like I come from a very diverse family. I come from a very understanding background where race is the last thing that's thrown in front of me. It has to be presented like, this is that, I'm being racist. Like, it has to be shown for me to actually make that connection. I would rather, like, in my head, assume that somebody just doesn't like me because I did something that was distasteful in their eyes, versus like, oh, they don't like me because I'm black. Like, that's not realistic to me. Yeah, like,
treat everyone the same. I look at everyone the same.
Exactly.
We're gonna get disrespect.
And well, yeah, because that's how it goes. So they were saying, like, they pretty much what you said. They don't really believe that. They believe that the black woman is stronger than what they. We are human. We are not immortal. Like,
we are just like every
even being test dummies way back, and I'm not gonna go too deep on that, but like doing operations on us while we were not under any anesthesia, not sleep or anything. We were just awake, like we are right now. Just imagine somebody coming here. All right, I'm gonna do an operation on your leg. I'm about to just touch your leg open, and we're gonna do some stuff. That's kind of how they did that, but. And then just saying, like, oh, I'm having shortness of breath. Shortness of breath after pregnancy is not normal because you don't have a fetus pushing up against your diaphragm anymore. So if you go to the hospital and you tell them I'm shortness of breath, be persistent. That could be a blood clot in your lungs. It could be anything that's very life-threatening. I would not let them turn me away. If I don't feel right in my body, and we know our bodies, we've had them all our lives. If something doesn't feel right, I'm not leaving.
For real. Like, I remember when I went to the hospital, I knew I was in labor, and like it was going so slow. She's like, "Well, we might just send you home." I'm like, I looked at her dead in her eyes. I'm not going home.
Okay,
because it's about to happen, and I'm not taking my ass all the way to Westland to come back to freaking West Bloomfield. No, it's not happening. No. It's not happening. So I'm like, it's happening right here, right now, and we're gonna get admitted.
Find me a bed because I'm staying.
It's happening. I don't care. But I understand, and it's really sad that does happen, especially when we're giving birth and we're trying to give life, and then we lose our life in the process.
It's a lot of neglect in the nursing field. It's a lot of people who came into this without a pure heart, because a pure heart sees no color, sees no certain religion, no age, no discrimination in your heart. It's all helping your heart. You are all for healing. I don't care if this person can be atheist. I'm a Christian. You're atheist, but you're dying. I'm gonna help you. That's not my business. What you decide to do with your life, I'm here to help you. Right. Trust me, working with dementia patients.
We actually have
just don't violate HIPAA.
Right. That's all I was
supposed to tell you after the podcast. I don't think I should.
So one of the best things I can say, well, working with people with dementia, it can be funny, and not funny laughing at them, but funny laughing with them, because baby, I understand you're here, there, and there, here, and there. Let's figure it out for you. Right. It's like, it's okay, I understand. They're like, fuck you, Dyke. I'm like, good morning, beautiful. How are you? I'm gonna kill you. Well, make sure you come with me. This lady's like, go to hell. I was like, I'll meet you there. She's like, but it's just when they say stuff like that, it just makes you love them even more. Like, you know what? I know you just said the worst thing to me. Call me something that I would fight somebody about usually, but it's okay. See you in an hour to give you your medicine.
Catch you later.
We got some applesauce for you with a whole Norco. You're going to sleep, buddy. No. And they fight. So they're strong. When they're sundown,
they are.
You would think they've been.
They're strong.
They are.
She works
so
at a hospital.
strong.
She always says it all
don't let them get a hold of you because they're not gonna let go of you. Like one of my favorite things to do, because you know the signs of somebody getting ready to smack you in your face. I'm like, nope, I'm not letting it happen. Nope. Or you just do stuff like this. Like just it's all about protecting yourself. Or I had a lady, she was a little old lady, and she was charging at me. I just had to make her hug herself. We're standing in the middle of the hallway. I had to wrap her arms around her. I'm like, yeah, I need you to calm down. She's like, oh no, I'm gonna kill you. She's trying to bite my hands. I'm like, no. So I did pick her up and carry her to her room. Mid hallway hug, and put her in the room. And I'm like,
it takes certain people to do that.
The
Like,
patience,
I'm being real.
the love.
Like, I'm a good person,
but that's why I said it's not for everybody. Like a lot of
No.
people come in that field for money, and then you meet somebody like that, and then they're like, oh, why I do this? Well, you can't.
Right.
So,
no, you are right. And it, like, I tell our friend that all the time. She works, you know, and she wants, you know, she's going to nursing program. She works in the hospital next door. She tells us all the time. Like, it does. It takes certain kind of people. I can't even do blood. Like, I couldn't save myself. And I tell people all the time, like, if I were to pass out because of blood.
I know what's horrible about that. I'm bad with blood, too. I'm terrible with needles.
Wow.
Here I am with a month of school left.
Ooh, see, I can't do blood.
I had to poke
You're
somebody.
Able to watch all that?
I was like, look, I'm finding veins. I'm like, is
Oh,
it good? Is it good? I'm like, I'm so scared. But you get past it. It slowly but surely happens. Like, honestly, what broke the ice for me was working at a gym. You're watching people get their teeth pulled out.
Oh, that freaked me out. Yeah,
the first time he was like, "Go get you a cookie. You look like you're gonna faint." I'm like,
I would have too. I couldn't watch that.
Ooh.
But I could say like probably I feel like they changed it, but I feel like everybody should be a CNA before they're a nurse, before they're a registered nurse, before they're anything further in the nursing field. You have to have bedside etiquette. You gotta know how to work. If you don't understand them, how can you take care of them? Like, you know, like as a CNA, you get to know those people more than anybody in the building. You're their advocate, so you know what they need. You know what it's like to feel small when everybody looks at the CNA as the bottom. You know, like even though they're the most important, they look at them as the bottom. So when you already have a degrading job, I can say you're a professional ass wiper.
I couldn't do that.
It's like if you already have a job when you're doing that and people talk down on you, it can really make you feel small. So it's more power to those that
I give people credit.
Honestly,
I give her so much credit. Like the story she tells us, I'm just like, man, I swear I tell her this every time. We need people like you because one, we're never. I mean, those jobs are never gonna go away. I mean, at the end of the day, the world's gonna end. We need people like you. They don't need people like me. They need people like you.
But look, but people they need to hear that. Like CNAs, they
it's
need
true,
to hear
though.
that. They appreciate that.
We need people who save lives. We need people who can handle putting a needle. So we need someone who can handle. Okay, well, this person's choking. I know what to do. This person's doing this. I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna die. Like I'm not.
You don't know CPR at all, Ashley?
I do know CPR because I taught kids how to swim. I know CPR.
Okay.
I had to do all that. But it's the blood and like that. I mean,
you'll be amazed with certain situations of do to you though.
I mean, being a mother, that will put you in a mode where it's like, I mean, I do things for my child. I mean, before I was like, ugh, and now it's like, I don't even bother. But his dad, like they can do the same things. I'm just like,
you know what? Like it comes out. It's different when it came out of you.
It just depends. You have kids. But
yes.
that.
But even like working at the daycare, like it was this one day a kid had fell and he like busted his head open. He fell off the stair on the slide or whatever. And my coworker came running into me and he's bleeding and she's crying because she's pregnant. She's just like uncontrollable. I'm like, you gotta stay calm. You gotta stay calm. She's like, okay. So then I grab him and I'm icing him up. He got the Harry Potter scar right here because it's like he was just like it's okay. I'm like he's all fine and like you just have to stay calm. And it's so hard to stay calm in that type of situation.
Energy.
Exactly.
It is, and that's what I've learned too. Like certain, I'm gonna go into Justin. He was in the hospital. Honestly, it was like around New Year's Eve, right around that week. And like when he was in there, like what he was in there for, it was. I mean, it was bad. You know, I mean, he's all good now. At the time, he wasn't, and like it was scary. And like I just remember like being in the hospital. I mean, obviously, any hospital, you're gonna be scared. Like you get that feeling, but how calm nurses can be in certain situations. I've learned like if you're coming in the room and like freaking out and shit, I'm gonna freak out too.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
freak everybody else out.
Like you were talking about energy. I feel energy. You can feed off people's energy. You can feel energy when you walk in a room. I can tell just by walking in a house. I can tell by talking to you. What kind of energy you bring. But it's just like when certain situations when you are very calm about things, it does help. So I've learned that.
The panic makes it a lot harder.
Worse.
Like I have a manager. She's a very loud person, and I'm a type of person that the field that I'm in, regardless of what time it is or what I'm doing, I answer my phone. Like I don't care if I'm off the schedule. What's up? Because you could be telling me that somebody the code anything. I need to know what's happening. So she'll call me. Hello. I'm like, huh, what's going on? What's your Paramount Plus password? What do you want? You just scare my soul out of my body, and you want a Paramount Plus password? Like, I'll call you back. Bye. I was in the middle of a nap. Right. I was in the middle of a nap. Yeah, some people are very more like they're a lot more better with being calm in situations like that. Like honestly, I haven't had a real cold yet. Like so, I don't know how it would be my first time in a cold. But then you have people who have been in colds and they're like, "Hey, calm down, go get the crash cart. You go." They're giving people orders and then they just get back.
Or like someone already.
Well, not necessarily. Like they're gonna die. So you're doing CPR. You're resuscitating them. You're bringing them back from whatever. Because a lot of people.
How many nurses? Just because I'm curious, when that kind of situation happens, are nurses that call them?
It's no set a number. Whoever hears the code, whoever is around, you come running.
Wow.
Like say we were nurses and somebody yelled the code. It wouldn't be me. You go. We all three running because you need as many hands on deck as possible because so much stuff is happening. If you're doing CPR and you need to switch out and keep switching out, and then you need somebody ventilating, you got so many roles in it, saving them. It's vital. So. I mean, too many heads. They can kind of judge like they got this, but any help is necessary,
especially in situations like that.
You got some people that are like 500 pounds. You need every hand on deck.
No, I get it. No, I understand. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is my first time. Learning everything. Thank you.
It's a pleasure meeting you. And then I can say everybody. As you know, you scared me for a second.
I know. At first, I was like,
"You're like, you know not to."
Yes, I know CPR.
Okay,
I taught. Basically, when we were in school and stuff in college, and before I actually kind of moved out, around and stuff, I was teaching for Gulf Coast School. They have it out in Canton, and they got it also out in Ann Arbor. I kind of worked at both of them, but
I had to do CPR, like a different form of CPR because I was working with autistic children. I learned that wasn't for me. Bless their little hearts. It's not for me. I got kicked in the face. I'm back the next day. That was enough for me right there. But
it is a lot.
Trying to help somebody who's still trying to fight you a little bit, you gotta know how to act quick. But efficient, fast and efficient. Quick and not effective. So, yes. And working with little people with behavior problems and they're autistic, they are strong.
Very strong.
They are strong and they are like if they get a cut and it's bad, they still have the energy of a person that's just fine. I don't know how I got you in a headlock to clean your arm. Yeah, but
well, that's Tori, y'all. Follow her.
Victoria Styles 313.
Period.